2551, expedite taxi and Nilho Bloodline. 551.
Hey Chris, how you going, buddy?
At 829, wind 260 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34 right, clear to land. Velocity 551, runway 34 left, takeoff. 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Alright, that was United coming in on 34 right, and we have a takeoff on 34 left.
Ambulance 235, assigned heading right.
I missed it, Missed me halfway. There he is. So that's just so you can get on top of this cloud, and when you depart, do not track any closer to the airport. That's directly westbound. The wind is 250 degrees 6 knots. Report airborne. 221 Julie 34. Alright, next flight due in is SantasLink, flight 420 from Canberra.
Yep, west is fine. I just don't want you any further east. Wait, runway 34 left. Velocity 1528, Sydney Tower, good morning. Taxi holding point Tango 6, runway 34 right.
Point Tango 6, runway 34 right.
I don't know what's going on with their traffic control this morning, but there seems to be a lot of interference. If they can't get their act together, I might be better off just turning it off, I think.
07, roger.
Alright, Jetstar flight 760 off to Adelaide.
before Jetstar leaves, we've got United just taxiing across. And we have Air New Zealand coming in from Christchurch on 34 right.
Jetstar 505, Sydney Tower, good morning. Taxi holding point Tango 6, runway 34 right.
Jetstar 760, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
G'day, killing $19. Killing $19, Sydney Tower, g'day. Qantas 506, Sydney Tower, g'day. Pass behind inbound Air New Zealand. Taxi holding point to Tango 6, runway 34 right. New Zealand 221, your number 1 to the Qantas 73. Taxi Lima, ground is 121.7. Have a good day.
Copy, number 1 to 73, Lima, then 121.7,
Killing 19, Delta, you can wait 10 minutes this morning with this 2464.
Qantas Flight 20 coming in from Manila.
Morning, Lumber 221, it's airline 34 left. Lumber 221, super, morning. Jetstar 760, contact departure, spot now. Jetstar 760,
It's the Air New Zealand flight from Christchurch, just taxiing across.
Qantas 20, contact ground 1265, bye now.
SantasLink 2019 from Armadale coming in on 34 right.
Tower, good morning. No delay through Sierra, taxi holding point Tango 6, runway 34 right.
No delay through Sierra, holding point Tango 6, 34 right, let's go for right.
Velocity 1528, line up, runway 34 right. Great, thanks for that.
Sydney Tower, good morning. Qantas 12. Qantas 12, g'day. Start reducing speed. Reducing Qantas 12. Singapore 221, roll through to vacate left on taxiway Foxtrot. A good taxi speed to clear, please. Wind 280 degrees, 6 knots. Runway 34 left, clear for that. Clear for that, 34 left, and we'll call to take Foxtrot there.
Alright, Singapore Airlines Flight 221 from Singapore coming in on 34 left.
B1528, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
34 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, just a short delay with proceeding.
Runway 34 right,
Reverse thrust on that A380 nearly maxed out my volume actually.
Chester 505, runway 34 right, in for takeoff. Runway 34 right.
221, contact ground 1265, morning.
Alright, next flight due in, Qantas 12 from LA, another A380.
Wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land, vacated Foxtrot.
34 left, clear to land, vacate Foxtrot, thank you, Qantas 12. Good morning, Qantas 296 Heavy, island 34,
Qantas 296 Heavy, all lines go.
Velocity 808, line up, runway 34 right.
G'day Samantha, how you going this morning?
Qantas 12, just doing a quick check of all the standby radios in the tower. Have you got me on this one? 555. Last but not least, how's this one? It's ground 1265, bye now. 125.
Next flight due in, Finnair 296 from Bangkok.
Heavy, Sydney Tower, good morning. Wind is 250 degrees 8 knots, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Left side, number 1, contact ground, 126.45, Kitos, 1 way.
Alright, Qantas flight 128 from Hong Kong with the next flight in on 34 right.
Qantas 415 Heavy, Sydney Tower, good morning. Taxi Honda Tango 6, runway 34 right. And when you've got a second, if I can just do a couple of radio checks with you.
Tango 6, 3, 4, right. And stand by. Livery 251 Heavy, good morning. Nova Charlie 34 left.
Nation 251 Heavy, good morning.
Qantas 415, thanks, how do you read?
34, Qantas 415.
And how now?
Okay.
Qantas 415, great, thanks for your help.
Very still out here this morning, but we are expecting a windy day with strong wind gusts. So I'm not sure exactly what time that's supposed to hit. Should make the landings a bit more exciting though.
Malaysia 251, wind 250 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
34 left, Malaysia 251.
Alright, Malaysian 251 from Kuala Lumpur.
Still with that tower, mate. 503 Sydney Tower, g'day, wind is 260 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34 right, clear to land.
People right, good land, close 503.
Contact ground 1265, g'day. You may experience fluctuations to the localizer. There's heavy traffic undertow crossing at the far end.
629, thank you.
It's 34 right. We've got Qantas flight 503 from Brisbane.
Qantas 415, line up runway 34 right.
Velocity 629, wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land, AK at Golf.
Alright, so left, clear to land, back at Golf, 629.
Link Airways flight 629. We're coming in on 34 left from Canberra.
Qantas 415, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Almost missed the Link Airways there. Got to give the small planes some love too, right?
639, take you down, time down to Golf. There's nothing behind you, there's heavy traffic crossing the very far end. Contact ground, back.
British Airways 777. Be the next on 34 left. Flight 15 from Singapore.
Seabird 15, wind 250 degrees, 7 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land, vacate at Golf.
Clear to land 34 left, and vacate at Golf.
Alright, British Airways from Singapore.
Good morning, wind is 240 degrees, 5 knots, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Seabird 15, contact ground 1265, fine hand.
Qantas flight 162 from Wellington, coming in on 34 right.
Vacating taxi Lima, then ground 1217, see you later.
Lima 1217, cross 162.
It's very quiet this morning. As far as flights,
Good morning, velocity 066.
Velocity 066, morning.
Looks like we got Virgin Australia flight 66 coming in on 34 left from Denpasar.
Rusty 066, wind 280 degrees, 5 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land. Around 34 left. Can we roll through Foxtrot? Yeah, I would love to oblige, but your gate is occupied, so ground's going to have to tuck you out of the way somewhere, so if you could just hit the ramp exit, please. I'm going to do this. I'm already through this.
Qantas 124, wind at 260 degrees, 5 knots, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Alright, clear to land, Qantas 124.
Alright, Qantas flight 124 from Queenstown will be the next flight on 34 right.
Rapid on to Lima, call ground 1217, good day.
Even 34 right's quiet today. Normally you got a whole heap of flights to Melbourne, Adelaide, Gold Coast. It's very quiet. Doesn't exactly make for a very exciting show, does it?
Qantas 84 Heavy. Qantas 84 Heavy, you're parking to the right this morning, expect to vacate at the very end, Bravo 1. Copy, Qantas 84.
This is Qantas flight 124 that just landed from Queenstown. I'm just going to film this because it's literally the only plane on the runway right now.
Qantas 84, wind 270 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land, vacate at Bravo 1. 34, wind 234 left, clear to land, exit Bravo 1, Qantas 84.
Right, Qantas Airbus A330 from Singapore, flight 84, coming in on 34 left. This Airbus is 15 years old with a flight time of 7 hours and 17 minutes. May as well read out more information since I got plenty of time between flights.
There's 14 today. Taxi Bravo 1 to gate 85 and just checking on the ground 1217 minus. Okay, Bravo 1 to 85.
Alright, we have a Qantas 737, flight 410 from Melbourne. With a flight time of 57 minutes, it'll be 59 minutes by the time it gets here. And this one's actually 23 years old.
degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land, vacate Bravo 2.
Bravo 2, thanks, 142.
And Delta 605, could you just check your calls on entry in your FMS, please? Keep flicking between 605 and 602 here.
Okay, we'll have a look. Just 605, we've definitely got JC 605 in the top.
Where is that? It's on our end of the problem is, no worries.
No worries.
Sydney Tower, good morning. The wind is 270 at 6 knots, runway 34 right, clear land.
Right, clear land.
The 456 Tower, good morning. Taxi on the point, Tango 6, 34 right.
Tango point, Tango 6, 34 right, it's 456.
Take your time there, next one's a long ways out.
Alright, we have Jetstar, flight 605, currently taxiing out to 34 right. I like the takeoffs from 34 right, especially when they bank right and you can see the underside of the plane. And we have Qantas flight 589 from the Gold Coast that will be landing on 34 right.
Yeah, good morning, Aussie 401.
The 401, morning. On 34 right.
34 right, just 605. Tower United 101, 2000 for the GLS 348.
The 101 Sydney Tower, good morning, continue approach.
We'll continue, 101.
Velocity 401, continue approach, just ducking one across at Lima and plan to vacate at Bravo 4.
How does this
05, 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, we've got Jetstar taken off to Melbourne on 34 right. And we have Virgin Flight 401 coming in from Adelaide on 34 left. And it's a 737 MAX 8 and it's 1 year old.
Velocity 401, wind 240 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land, vacate at Bravo 4. 01, 6 knots, runway 34 right, clear to land.
34 right, clear to land, United 101.
Alright, looks like Jetstar's rolling. So we'll see if we can get Jetstar before Virgin comes in.
Planespotting, good day.
was close. Thought we'd miss Virgin then. I think we got away with that one just because you floated for a little bit. Alright, we got United coming in on 3-4 right.
We'll be crossing your left to right at Foxtrot. Vacate right at Bravo 4. And call ground now. 1217, g'day.
I don't even have to look at flight radar to know that that's a 787. Look at the wing flex.
Runway 34 left. Line up for 134.
This one's coming in from Houston, flight 101.
Quarter 730. 730. Jetstar 456, line up 34 right. Right, Jetstar 456. Taxi by the rapid exit onto taxiway Lima. Contact ground on 121.7. G'day. 1791. Well, 56, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Right, 46.
Alright, we've got Jetstar lining up on 3-4 right. Off to Ballina, flight 456. And we've got Qantas lining up on 3-4 left, flight 840, off to Darwin. And it looks like Jetstar's rolling, and so is Qantas.
On a 730, wind 260 degrees, 5 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land. 34 left, clear to land, into the right for about on a 730. I'd love to oblige, but looking at it from here, I suspect your bay is occupied, so if you just want to make it, you run exit, please.
There's Jetstar. There goes your Jetstar.
456,
Alright, coming in on 3-4 left, we've got Qantas flight 730 from Adelaide.
Qantas 840, contact Sanchez, funnel. Right, Qantas 840, come on in. G'day, taxi, I'll point tango 634 right. Tango 634 right, we'll see you right. 401 town. D11 will be 270 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land. 34 left, clear to land, what's the D11 and where would you like to go? 04. Thank you, Charlie. Is 270 at 4 knots, 34 right, click left.
Ready?
917, Great Taxi on Planespotting 634 right.
Good morning, Ambulance 276 ready.
Right. I missed the Virgin flight that came in. I couldn't get to flight radar quick enough. Where's AJ? I need AJ doing the call outs in the chat for me.
Good morning, ready. 714 heavy on localizer runway 24 left.
Indonesia 714 heavy, good morning.
Alright, 34 right. We got Virgin Australia flight 485 coming in from the Sunshine Coast.
Ambulance 276, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
34 left, good takeoff, Ambulance 276.
Forget that. I clicked on the wrong plane. It's Jetstar.
And Ambulance 276, we're stopping.
Can I just scrub that for endless live show?
Ambulance 276, you require any assistance?
Jetstar flight 401 from the Gold Coast.
Ambulance 276, take the rapid exit to your right here and contact ground on 1217.
1217, Ambulance 276.
Line up 3 for right.
Alright. Virgin flight 485, I'll get it right this time, is lining up on 34 right to the Sunshine Coast. And 34 left, we have Garuda Indonesia. Airbus A330, flight 714, coming in from Denpasar.
Indonesia 714, wind 270 degrees, 5 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 34 left, Indonesia 714.
Alright, Virgin's rolling. Right, we have Virgin Australia off to Brisbane on 34 right, flight 917. And we got China Southern, flight 602, taxiing out to 34 left.
Yeah, chilling, go through 2 Delta, running short Sierra, ready. 2 Delta, taxi on point, take 634 right. Yeah, Tango 634 right, chilling, 102 Delta. Yeah, 908, 34 right, clear line.
Right, Virgin Australia on 34 right, flight 908 from Brisbane.
Sun 602, runway 34 left, cleared immediate takeoff.
Triple left, clear for immediate takeoff, Southern 602.
Got Air New Zealand, taxiing out to 34 right as well. And China Southern has been cleared for immediate takeoff.
That's right, your number 1 to outbound traffic, g'day.
26 back with you, ready?
276. One with you, identified. New Zealand 101, wind 290 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 left. There's traffic waiting to depart.
Air New Zealand, flight 101 from Auckland, coming in on 34 left.
Sun 602, contact departures, g'day.
Back on the back, Southern 602.
Delta, sounding right 350, run the 34 right, clear for takeoff. 350, 34 right, Emirates 276, merchant traffic to your left is crossing only, line up and wait. Runway 34 left, short close wait turbulence. New Zealand 101, contact ground 1265, bye now. Okay.
It's nice calm day to go for a jet ski actually. Water's nice and flat.
Glossy 1413, thanks.
So taxiing out to 34 left at the moment. We've got Virgin Flight 1413 off to Cairns.
Emirates 276, runway 34
And
left,
we've got
clear for
the
takeoff.
ambulance ready to go.
Emirates 276, contact departures, g'day.
Chris, I wonder how warm the water is. I'm actually not sure, mate. We're coming into summer, so I don't know. If I had to have a guess, I'd say 18 or 19 degrees Celsius. Well, we're in summer. We're not coming into summer. We are actually in summer. Singapore Airlines taxiing out at the moment, and flight 212 to Singapore. Oh wow, got a 2 for 1 then, for a split second. Right, on 34 right, we've got Virgin Australia, flight 816 off to Melbourne, and 34 left we have Vietjet Air, flight 85 from Ho Chi Minh City. Alright, I can see Virgin rolling, so we might see if we can get that before Vietjet come in.
runway 34 left.
34 left, climb 643.
Vacate left altitude, contact ground 126.5, get it.
There you go. Bit of free entertainment. When there's no aeroplanes, we can watch the jet skis.
Jet 504.
504, city tower, good day. On a 643, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
34 left, clear for takeoff, Qantas 643.
Alright, Qantas 643 off to Perth. This is the A321 XLR, which was brand new as of April 2025.
Chester 504, after landing, report the rapid assured. Please, there's traffic to cross. Wind 320 degrees, 10 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Well, left, clear land, look back there, Jet 504.
Alright, just flight 504 from Melbourne. Be the next one in on 34 left.
Singapore 212, line up runway 34 left and wait. 330 at 734, right, clear to land. Just up 504. Tower, good day, taxi on the point, tango 6, 34 right.
Cherokee on 20 dots, 20 shots here already. Traffic on the island, runway 340 mark. Tango 6, 34 right, 20 dots.
Forward 212, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. 7 tower, good day, taxi on the point, tango 6, 34 right.
looks like there's a lot more action happening on 34 right now. 34 left though, we've got flight 171, Batik Air, coming in from Denpasar. And it's a 737 MAX 8. And 34 right, we have SantasLink 1426 and no autofocus. It's always the way. From Canberra.
20, line up, 34 right. After landing, roll through and vacate taxiway Bravo 4, wind 340 degrees 8 knots, runway 34 left, cleared to land. 34 west to land, roll through to Pakai and exit Bravo 4, jet side 11. Delta 41 Happy, 21 Heavy, Sydney Tower, good morning, continue approach. Yes, I'll 26 Delta, you can taxi Tango 2, then take on Lima, good day. C820, 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Line up, 34 right. Stations, information, Delta's now current changes.
Alright, we've got Virgin rolling on 34 right, flight 820 off to Melbourne. We have Delta flight 41 coming in from LA on 34 right.
American 73 Lima and 27, Delta 401 heavy morning.
American 73, wind 340 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Right, we've got QantasLink Flight 20 lined up on 34 right. Off to Armidale. And coming in on 34 left, we have American Airlines Flight 73 from LA.
Ready?
That's 101, Sydney Tower, morning. Flight 507, preceding traffic will continue to the north, 34 right, clear for takeoff. That's 423, line up away, 34 right. Building 20 Delta, contact departures, good day. Departures, 20 Delta. Qantas 101, line up runway 34 left and wait.
Right, runway 34 left, Qantas 101.
American 73, vacate left Alpha 2, contact ground 126.5. Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff runway 34 left, Qantas 101.
423, 34 right, clear for takeoff. Qantas 508, line up, 34 right.
Absolutely beautiful Delta A350. G'day Leo, welcome to OzPlanes. and welcome to Sydney Airport. Dropped the ball then, nearly missed one.
Sydney Tower, good morning. Tiger's mating. Can 601 will advise continue approach. 601.
G'day Bella, welcome. 601 on her way. Yes, I can see on the horizon actually.
93, good morning. Taxi holding for 10-6, swing right.
Leo, unfortunately it's not possible to add a clock to the screen. I'm only using very basic software that doesn't allow me to use overlays at the moment. Hopefully in the future I might be able to add a few overlays, like a clock. I can tell you it's currently 8:53 in the morning though. Alright, Asiana 601 is off in the distance. She'll be able to get on camera very shortly. Coming in from Seoul with a flight time of 9 hours and 44 minutes.
Vacate Alpha 2, contact ground 126.5. Okay, back to contact ground 126.5, Asiana 601 to contact. 216, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. It's 216.
Taxi 181.
Thanks, Bella. I always appreciate positive feedback.
Delta 181, City Tower, good morning. Philippines 211 after landing, vacate Alpha 2, please. Wind 320.
Alright, Philippine Airlines coming in on 34 left. Flight 211 from Manila. Airbus A330, and it is 12 years old.
Cleared for takeoff. 220 approach, repeating to 6,000, runway 34. Line up runway 34 left. All left.
Right, we are Virgin Australia, flight 181. 737 MAX 8, lining up on 34 left, and is off to Nadi. And before that goes...
Velocity 181, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Oh, 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Delta 181, contact departure, see ya.
181.
United 839er, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land. 34 left.
It's getting quite warm out here actually. I'm almost tempted to go for a swim. The water looks very inviting at the moment. Alright, next flight due in, United 839, 787 Dreamliner coming in from Los Angeles. And this 787 is actually brand new as of January 2025.
Alpha 2, contact ground 126.5, good day. 3 4 right, clear land.
Alright, good luck. 507.
Alright, coming in on 34 right, we've got flight 507 Qantas from Brisbane. And is there anything else coming in anytime soon? No. After this landing, I might just take a break from the microphone for a second just to have a drink and reapply some sunscreen because it's getting very warm out here. Alright guys, I might just leave you with the beautiful view of the bay just briefly while I reapply some sunscreen and have a drink. I will be back shortly. And before I go, if you are enjoying the stream and you haven't hit the like button yet, I'd really appreciate it. It really helps the channel out. Alright, be back soon. Thank you.
You are number 1 to the Kiwi on Lima. Right heading 110, rank 6662. No, 20. 222 Heavy, Sydney Tower, good morning.
Sydney Tower, good day, New Zealand 232, ready taxiing, Tango 6.
7232 Tower, good morning. Reg 6662, morning.
Right, sunscreen reapplied, had a drink, and I'm back. Check out the jet skis.
222 after landing, roll through and vacate taxiway Golf. Wind
What a great day for it.
5 knots, runway 34 left, good land.
Alright, we have AirAsia coming in, flight 7222, Airbus A330 coming in from Kuala Lumpur with a flight time of 7 hours and 47 minutes.
The threshold wind is 29017, 34 right.
This Airbus A330 is also 20 years old.
Tower, good morning. Taxi holding point Tango 6 from the 34 right.
Okay, point Tango 634 right, that's that full track.
Alright, 34 right, we have Jetstar flight 403 from the Gold Coast. And completely lost autofocus.
Taxiway Golf, contact ground 126.5.
Golf, go 126.5,
Alright, this one's for you, Samantha. EK412 coming to Christchurch.
25 from the 34 right, clear for takeoff.
G'day Jessica, welcome to OzPlanes, welcome to Sydney Airport. As you can see, it's an absolutely stunning day for a bit of plane spotting. Alright, while Emirates 412 is taxiing out to 34 left, we have flight 418 Qantas coming in from Melbourne on 34 left.
Good morning, Reg 6662.
Reg 6662, Sydney Tower, good morning. Keep reducing, please.
Good morning, Reg 6662.
Good morning, taxi to Osborne, take the 6.
Alright, looks like 412 is not waiting around, it's heading straight out.
Let's land runway 34 right, Reg 6662.
Let's hope we can see the full takeoff on this one. Normally rotates early. And we've got Rex from Wagga Wagga coming in on 34 right, followed by United also coming in on 34 right. Nice. Got up just early enough to see the full takeoff.
Wind 300 degrees 8 knots, runway 34 left. Clear to land.
Alright, we got United coming in on 34 left, not 34 right.
Runway 34 right, clear for take.
United Flight 863 from San Francisco, Boeing 777. The flight time of 14 hours and 18 minutes. And this is the Star Alliance livery. This 777 is 23 years old.
110, line up runway 34 left, mate.
Line up and wait, runway 4 left, Cathay 110.
Alright, looks like we've got Virgin Australia coming over to 34 left.
325 heavy city tower, good morning.
We have Cathay Pacific, flight 110, also on 34 left.
955 Sydney tower, good morning.
And it looks like they're going to let Cathay Pacific go before China Southern comes in.
110, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
34 left, cleared for takeoff, Cathay 110.
Southern at 325, wind 280 degrees 5 knots, runway 34 left, cleared to land. 34 left, cleared to land, time left, 315. Cathay 110, contact departure, see ya.
Departure, Cathay 110, good day.
Right, China Southern flight 325, Airbus A350, with a flight time of 8 hours and 50 minutes.
Sydney Tower, good morning. The wind 300 at 5 knots, 34 right, clear to land. Alright, C555, line up runway 34 left.
Alright, Virgin Australia Max 8 flight 555
Runway 34 left.
off to Perth.
Runway 34 left, left, departure, take off. Velocity 555, contact approaches, good day.
Actually, Emirates to Christchurch. It's just gone straight over the top of us. Let's see if I can get it. Maybe not. Oh, is that it? I'm looking at such a small screen. It's coming out your way, Samantha.
Holding short Sierra, ready.
That's 510, good morning, taxi holding point tango 6, 34 right.
Holding point tango 6, 34 right, 510.
Velocity 19, wind 290 degrees 6 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land. Runway 34 left, clear to land.
Alright, we've got Virgin Australia coming in from Melbourne, flight 819. With a flight time of 56 minutes, coming in on 34 left.
Colour 60, heavy, good morning. Coastal wind is 37015, 34 right, clear to land.
34 right,
Alright, we've got Qantas flight 60 coming in on 34 right. Airbus A330 from Tokyo. And it's 21 years old. There she is.
Yeah, just South 506.
South 506.
Holding short Sierra, ready.
592, g'day, QA to the company 330 inbound, and then taxi holding point tango 635.
Good on you, Chris. I appreciate that, mate.
And call ground 1217, okay. Wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 34 left, cleared land.
Cleared land, yes, 506.
510, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
34 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, we got third. Pardon me, let me start that again. We got Jetstar flight 506 coming in from Melbourne on 34 left. With a flight time of 58 minutes.
Deadline 38, sun heading west 230, line up 3 for left, line.
That's 230, line 3 for left,
Alright, Qantas flight 510 Sydney to Brisbane taking off right now on 34 right. When I find it, there it is. And we have Rex coming in on 34 left from Albury, flight 6766. And we also have Korean Air coming out onto the taxiway now. G'day Will, welcome to OzPlanes mate, welcome to Sydney Airport. Right, looks like things might be starting to get a bit busier. Might just do a quick battery health check. Sometimes you get so busy streaming you forget all these devices actually require power. Alright, I think we're still good. Virgin Australia flight 823 from Melbourne, next one in on 34 left.
line up, runway 34 left.
Right, Korean Air Flight 402 off to Seoul. It's a beautiful looking 787 actually. It's only 1 year old.
26, g'day. And taxi, no delay 30, please. Hold it, contact 634, right. Korean 402, connect the park.
Right, so we got Qantas flight 143 taxiing out to 34 right. That's going to Auckland. And we have Virgin Australia flight 0901 from Canberra coming in on 34 left. And waiting to go is Qantas flight 733 Sydney Adelaide.
Qantas 143, 34 right, clear for takeoff. Takeoff 579 and Sydney Tower, good morning.
We've also got Japan Airlines currently taxiing out to 34 left as well. Right, we've got Qantas, 34 right.
Qantas 7527, heavy, Bay 83. 27, heavy, today, look at that, maintaining 7. no delay, thanks after landing, roll through Bravo 1.
Alright,
Okay, Bravo
next
1,
flight in on 34 left is actually Australia Post. Coming in from Hong Kong, the Airbus A330, and it is 18 years old. And we've also got Virgin Sydney to Melbourne on 34 right, about to take off now.
Stand at 52 on up, runway 34. Runway 34, left 7, 52.
Aussie 826, contact departures, good day. Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. C161, line up and wait, runway 34 right. Up and wait, 34 right.
Alright, Japan Airlines 777 lining up on 34 left, flight 52 off to Tokyo.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. To expedite, clear for takeoff. Sunset 59, wind 290 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 right, speed lanes. Sydney Tower, killing 39 Delta. 9 Delta, Sydney Tower, okay.
Jetstar flight 759 from Adelaide coming in on 34 left.
C161, contact departures, good day. 67 heavy, Sydney Tower, good day.
Doesn't seem particularly windy where I'm standing, but Just got a bit of a wobble happening there, eh? Then again, they're coming in over the bay. I'm standing in a car park. G'day Louise. Welcome to OzPlanes. Welcome to Sydney Airport. Did I pronounce your name right? I hope it's Louise. Please tell me if I got it right or wrong. Alright, SantasLink coming in on 34 right, flight 2039 from Dubbo.
Jetstar 511 to the tower, good day again. Taxi holding point Tango 634 right.
634 right, just have pretty good average, final approach, FedEx Series 1 to depart. Yeah, 67 expedite, thanks runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. The 511, line up, 34 right.
34 right.
Right, Qantas flight 67. Taxiing now on 34 left. And this Airbus A330 is actually 14 years old. And he's not waiting around, he's out of there.
C511, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Jetstar 748 with 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Right, Jetstar from Launceston, flight 748, is coming in on 34 left.
67, thanks, gonna depart for the
Yes, Louise, I got your name right. Fantastic. Thank you.
Alright, clear for takeoff.
Alright, we've got Jetstar 812 on 34 right, heading off to Brisbane. See if I can catch it once I see the tail over the top of the hill. Oh, there we go. I can see it. Alright, we have another Jetstar coming in on 34 left, flight 604 from Melbourne. Well, Louise, if you said your favourite airline's Jetstar, it's been nothing but Jetstar. Alright, we have Cathay Pacific Flight 161 coming in from Hong Kong.
Cathay 161, vacate Alpha 2, the wind 290 degrees, 6 knots, 3 for left, clear to land.
3 for left, vacate Alpha 2, Cathay 81.
Alright, next one out on 34 left is Qantas Flight 728, Sydney to Ayers Rock.
Got a 728, runway 3 for left, clear for takeoff. Runway 3 for left, 728.
Alright, after the Qantas takeoff, we have China Eastern coming in on 34 left, flight 561 from Shanghai. G'day Skyview, welcome to OzPlanes, welcome to Sydney Airport. 9 likes to 100. Thanks Chris. If you haven't hit the like button already and you are enjoying the stream, a like really helps the channel out.
Good morning, taxi Sierra Tango, hold point Tango 6 straight for us.
Alright, coming in on 34 right, flight 813, Jetstar, Brisbane to Sydney.
7 to 3, wind 290 degrees, 6 knots, 3 for left, speed to land. Sir, 431, give way to Jetstar inbound, and then taxi holding point Tango 6 straight for us. Lima Golf, contact departures.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to take a drink, throat was getting a bit dry.
India number 1247 outbound, okay.
Alright, Vietnam Airlines, Airbus A350, flight 773, coming in from Ho Chi Minh City. Landing on 34 left. Definitely feels like we're starting to get a bit of a breeze up. Alright, next one out, Qantas flight 578, Sydney to Hamilton Island. Read your message to Chris. So glad to hear that plane was able to land safely. Alright, next one in on 34 left, Jetstar flight 508 from Melbourne. And on 34 right, we have Jetstar flight 119, Sydney to Nadi. Nope, Qantas on 34 right.
Thank you. Taxi to 112, Tango 6 from 34 right.
Alright. God, my voice really doesn't want to play ball today. Alright, 34 right. We've got Virgin flight 920 coming in from Brisbane.
Bravo 9. 922, 3 for left, clear for takeoff. 3 for left, clear for takeoff, on 922.
Alright, 34 left, Qantas flight 922 off to Cairns. Qantas flight 68 coming in on 34 left.
Qantas 922, connect to Parts, see ya. Qantas 922, good day.
Pakai flight 172 off to Denpasar. See you, Louise. Have a good day. Alright, Qantas flight 790 off to Alice Springs. This guy's got the idea. I bet he's a lot cooler than I am at the moment. Alright, next flight 827 from Melbourne, Virgin Australia, landing on 34 left. So all my power banks have died, so all my devices are running on their own battery power now, so now we're on limited time.
Okay, ready. Yeah, g'day, taxi to holding point, Tango 6, runway 34 right. Tango 6, 4 right. City Tower, g'day, track Long Bay to the boat ramp, not above 1,500, and hold at the boat ramp.
Alright, we have QantasLink, SantasLink coming in on 34 left, flight 1432 from Canberra. And it's definitely getting a lot more breezy now. Next flight due in, ANA flight 879 from Tokyo.
Sweet Seacoast, the helicopter about 2 miles off your right side now, inbound hold in east of the departure path, runway 348, clear for takeoff.
We also have Virgin taking off on 34 right. Virgin gets a move on them, I'll be able to get the takeoff before ANA land. G'day Harvey, welcome to OzPlanes, welcome to Sydney Airport.
Continue approach, takeoff traffic with a helicopter holding 1.5 miles to the east of centre line, or remain in position till you are on the ground. City traffic will track to the northeast, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Fox may expect to hold until the traffic at 6 miles is left. I'll see 931 coming to departure, see you. Ready immediate? Top expedite, line up 34 right and be ready immediate. Starting line up 34 right for the top. Top 34 right, clear for immediate takeoff.
Alright, we've got Thai Airways taxiing out to 34 left. We've got Qantas flights 512 Sydney to Brisbane taking off on 34 right. flight 103, Boeing 777, coming in on the 34 left. Alright, Thai Airways off to Bangkok, flight 476. Yes, I can see everything is dying, I know. I can't complain, I did have a pretty good run.
Jet 28, wind 270 degrees, 12 knots, runway 34 left, midline. Runway 34 left, midline, and first down. Alright, line up, got it. Challenge 791 Heavy, Sydney Tower, g'day.
Alright, looks like we completely lost the internet for a brief moment there. It might have been brief, I don't know. Might have been a bit longer than that. Either way, I think it might be time to call it a day soon. If that wind noise is getting really annoying, let me know and I'll turn the gain down. Alright, next flight in, China Eastern, flight 791, Looks like we've got the internet back. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get myself some type of shade, because I don't think, apart from me standing in the sun for 3 hours, I don't think all my camera gear likes it either, because it does get quite hot just constantly being in the sun. And now I'm getting attacked by a whole heap of flying ants. I think that's telling me it's time to go home. I can see T-Way flight 501 will be coming in after Jetstar, so I think that's where we might leave it, I think. Taxiing out now to 34 left, and all these little flying ants are sticking to the sunscreen I put on the back of my neck. I can see T-Way Flight 501 off in the distance. I think that'll be the last one for today. All my devices are dying. They're all running out of power. If you haven't hit the like button already and you are enjoying the show, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button. Whatever you've got planned for the rest of the day, I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. Here in Sydney, it's an absolutely beautiful day, so there's still plenty of time to get outside and do whatever you need to do today. Thanks Samantha and Chris for joining me for pretty much the whole stream. I think you guys are definitely my biggest supporters at the moment, and I really appreciate your support.
Windows 295 Heavy Tower, good morning. Windows 295, line up and wait, runway 34 left. Line up and wait, runway 34 left. 05 to the tag, eh?
Very good, Chris. Thanks again everyone for joining the show. I think the highlight of today's show, if you got to see it, was definitely EK 412 flying overhead. That was pretty cool, and the nice early rotation on takeoff. Alright, that's it for today's show, guys. Hope you all have an awesome day. Smash the like button, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day. See you later. Bye.